Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're well. Sorry that this is being recorded and going up on a Saturday. Yesterday we were getting the finishing touches to the shower done means that we can actually use it this weekend. There's still some cosmetic stuff to be done. So there was, more construction noise, and also I was going out with my other half and I needed to get things organised for that. So I just decided it was going to be too much of a rush yesterday to try and get a video done. So I thought, right, do it on Saturday, maybe more time to just, spend chatting with you guys. So I hope you've had a good week. Ours turned out better. We actually, fourth time was a charm that we get everything we needed for the shower. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Our plumber was telling us that the folk he uses, the manager is off at the moment. And so the folk who are working there don't seem to care. They just put out whatever, even if it's the wrong stuff, which is just awful. It's like, how can people actually do that? Do they not have pride in actually the company and making a good name for the company? Because at the moment, company for us has not got a good name. It's really not good. I'm not going to name it because it's not fair. It's just, I could probably get into some serious trouble, but I just can't believe that folk are like, like that. And our plumber said to him, look, because of all these mistakes you're making, I'm losing jobs because I can't do them. Not our problem. I'm like, but it is your problem because you're giving the wrong stuff out. And I'm just like, I'm not generalizing. There are certain people these days who really don't give a stuff, who will just, this'll do, that'll do. I don't care if it's not the right numbers or whatever. And they don't care. And I find that very sad that society is like that now. But we have a working shower, which is great. We are all looking forward to using it this week or this weekend. Yahoo! We're sort of slowly starting to put things back into the bathroom so that it looks a bit more like our bathroom, if you know what I mean. But reading wise, it has been a good week, guys. It has been a good week. I'm still reading one chapter a day of the Blackbird Oracle and really, really enjoying it. I'm finding it very, very interesting. And that more things about the backstories are coming to light, which is really very interesting. So the first book I finished was Finding Her Frontier Family by Louise M. Googe. I gave this one, hold on till I consult my book. I gave this one 3.5 out of 5. I did enjoy it. Okay, I'm not dishing it. Is that right? No, that's the wrong one. Oh, good grief. No, I gave it 4 out of 5. That's right. Sorry, I was getting two books confused. I did enjoy it, and I would read more by this author, I have to say. I would hope that there's more within this. I don't know if it's a series or not, but I'd be really interested to know if it was, because there are other characters within this series that, you don't get their stories. So, we meet Viola Brinson, and she is a spinster. And her cousin passes away, and leaving a little girl. And they discover that the little girl has a father in the New Mexico territory. So Viola offers to take the wee girl to the father. She arrives there and is like, the ranch is big, and there are many men working there. But shall we say that the living conditions are not what Viola would like to leave the little girl in. So she sort of sets about that afternoon tidying up things and cooking a good dinner. And when the wee girl's dad and his brothers and his father come back, they're like, the father immediately goes, "Will you stay?" And Viola agrees to do so. So it's the story of her settling into the ranch and being a mother to the wee girl and to the wee girl's older brother. And also getting to know the ranch hands and some of the people in town. And a lot of the people in town are quite snooty towards her, and especially the women. They don't talk to her or anything because they think she's snooty up herself, and it's not that at all. there happens to be an outbreak of smallpox, and Viola goes and helps some of the ladies. She cares for a couple of the ladies. And that kind of helps sort of break the ice. And she also starts this school for the younger ladies of the town, like etiquette classes and stuff. So it's her story. It's the story of her being on this ranch. Could there be feelings for the wee girl's father? You'll have to read the book to find out. What will that mean, not only for her, but for Viola's family that she's left behind. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and as I say, I hope that there is another one in this series. I then read Eclair in Present Danger by Laura Bradford. This is the book 1 of An Emergency Desert Squad series. Really enjoyed this one. I gave it... Hold the front door. 4 out of 5 as well. I seem to do 4 out of 5, a lot of 4 out of 5s this month so far. So we meet Winnie, and Winnie owns a bakery, but the rent of the property has gone up, so Winnie can no longer afford to have the bakery. And one of her friends has passed away, and her elderly friend has passed away, and she knows she's inherited something. She had hoped it would maybe be some money so that she could keep the bakery open, but it's not. It is an old ambulance and a cat. The cat, Lovey, doesn't seem to like her at all. She hisses and scratches and stuff, but she loves everybody else. So Winnie comes up with the idea of turning the ambulance into an emergency, like a dessert delivery service, but she decks out as an ambulance with a gurney and everything like that. And it's a story of her getting this business up and running. There's also been in the street that she lives, one of the old men, she found him dead and he was suffocated. So it's her friends, it's herself and her elderly friends in the street who try to solve the mystery. I really liked it. There's also possibly a romance, we don't know. But yeah, it started off slow and ponderous. I was texting Sarah, the bookish knitter, going, "Are you finding this?" And she's like, "No, it's good, I'm really enjoying it." I did like the older characters, I have to say. I did thoroughly enjoy the octogenarian characters. They are brilliant, love them, especially when one of them doesn't put his hearing aids in up to the volume that should be at. So, you get some very quirky mishearings, as it were. So no, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to reading book 2 and book 3. The Killing Time with Cozy's group, we are reading these. There are three in this series so far. We read one in February, we've got one in March, one in April, so really looking forward to seeing where this goes. I then read One Charmed Christmas by Sheila Roberts. Gave this one 5 out of 5. Absolutely adored this one. As you can see, it's been tabbed to Billio. So we meet Catherine, and Catherine has got some health issues, and she's facing some treatments in the new year. But her best friend Denise persuades her to go on a Rhine River cruise to visit all the Christmas markets. And Catherine, to begin with, is like, I don't know. But she decides, yes, I'm going to go. So we have those two characters. We then have... oh, good grief. Trevor. Now, Trevor is a chocolatier, and his brother, Hugh, wants to take some of his German class on this cruise to help improve their German. And he persuades Trevor to go with him. And at the airport, one of the class ladies or girls basically latches onto Trevor. And he's really not happy about this. She is like a limpet, is the way I'm going to put it. So we have that story of what's going to happen there. We then have Sophie and her sister, and Sophie is a bit of a hypochondriac, thinks that she's always ill, etc., and that she needs to marry a doctor. Also on the cruise is Rudy, who is a doctor, and his daughter Anthea. And Rudy is an elder gentleman along the same age as Catherine and Denise. And Anthea, his daughter, is like a Rottweiler. Basically, she will not allow anyone near him, and she's not happy when he sort of becomes friends with Catherine, Denise, Sophie, her sister, Sierra. So there's, so we have all of this going on. So it's actually the story of all these couples who all become friends on the cruise, the places they see, the friendships that form, and what else could form from that. It was beautifully written. Having done a river cruise, I could picture the boat because I think I know the company that Sheila based this on, and it's the one that I went with, and I just absolutely adored the attention to detail. I am not joking. I want to do this cruise. Having read this book, I want to do this cruise because it just sounds so delightful. Let's see, is there something here that I can give you? Right, this is Sophie talking, and it goes, after a certain point it does again. Age gaps don't matter so much in the middle of life, but they do in the early part and they do again at the end. You kind of want to reach the finish line together. So this was Sophie sort of arguing with Trevor about an age gap, etc. And I just think there's a lot of sense and a lot of wisdom that Sheila imparts in her books. My mum and dad have both said they want to read this book because they've actually done a Rhine cruise. Not at Christmas time, they did it during the summer, but they want to read this it'll bring back memories for them, and they will sort of thoroughly enjoy rereading about places that they visited. But just sounds good, so good. I then picked up Love at the Icicle Cafe by Denise N. Wheatley. This was another 5-star. So we meet Mina, who is a lawyer in California, and she does patent law, and it's beginning to wear thin. It's sort of the cases she's getting, she's just really not happy with them. She finds them a bit boring, to be honest. And her parents and her parents' friends own this cafe called the Icicle Cafe in Gosberg, Germany. Mina's father, they all used to live there because Mina's father was based in Germany within the army. And so she grew up there, and she became friends with, obviously, her parents' friend's son, Scott, and he is still there running the cafe. But both sets of parents have decided that this Christmas that they actually want to sell the cafe. They want to use the money to retire and just do what they want to do. And Mina's mum and dad were supposed to go over to the Icicle Festival, which is like a festival that Scott inspired, that incorporate stuff from the Icicle Cafe. But her father injures himself, so Mina has to go over. And it's a story of two friends redeveloping the friendship, of them trying to possibly find ways to keep the Icicle Cafe open while their parents want to sell to a big vendor who's going to knock the place down and build a hotel, which the townspeople will not want. It's also Mina reconnecting with the town and the activities and the people within the town, and regrowing friendships that she had. It's also her reevaluating her life. Does she really still want to be a lawyer? Does she not? I really enjoyed this. This took me like 2 days to read. I so thoroughly enjoyed this. I think this is only my second Denise N. Wheatley book that I've read, and I definitely want to read more by her because I thoroughly enjoyed the way she wrote. I loved the descriptions of the cafe, of the town, of the Icicle Fest, and also the food that was being made as well. It was just so good. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. So those are the books that I finished this week. I started another one last night because obviously I needed one after finishing the Love at the Icicle Cafe. And I've picked up The Winter Sea by Susanna Kersley. This is a historical fiction. Part of it is set present day, part of it is set in 1707 Scotland, so before the Jacobite Rebellion. So yes, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it could be very interesting. I know that Susanna Kersley is a Canadian author, so that's really nice. I'm not aware that I've not read anything by her before, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. So that's kind of what I've been reading. We have had a wee bit of a book delivery service this week. So I was out on Monday with my mum, and we met a friend of ours for lunch up at the strip mall we go to. We were in Waterson's, and I'd seen this book before, and I thought, I really fancy reading it. And my friend Rebecca, the Colourful Book Nester, she is reading it at the moment. I don't know whether she's enjoying it or not, but I've seen this and I read it, and I thought I really would like to read it. I put a hold for it on Libby, but it was going to take 4 months, and I thought, no, I am not prepared to wait that long. So I had some book tokens from Christmas, and I thought, right, okay, I'm just going to use it. So I got Welcome to the Hunnam Dong Bookshop by Huang Bo Ruim. I hope I'm saying that right. If I apologise if I haven't. But this is to do with a lady who abandons her old life, quitting her high-flying career, and follows her dreams. She opens a bookshop. This is South Korean, and I'm really looking forward to the South Korean literature at the moment. Seems to be quite of a buzz thing here in the UK. I don't know if it is elsewhere, but yeah, I am looking forward to reading that. Then, with having read the first book in the Emergency Desert Squad book, I needed to get the other two. So I got Silence of the Flans by Laura Bradford and Dial M for Moose by Laura Bradford. Both of them, looking forward to reading them. I then got the next book in the Harmony Harbour series, so I have it for when myself and Elizabeth from Lizzie Fay Loves Books, we're buddy reading this whole series this year. We're missing out March because it's March Mystery Madness, but we needed the next one for April, so I got Primrose Lane by Debbie Mason. Really looking forward to that. And then one of the series that I want to try and finish this year is Buckhorn Montana by B.J. Daniels. I needed the next book, so I got Under a Killer Moon, and it so happens to have a novella at the end, Before Memories Fade, which is actually, I need to read it before I read the main book. If you've got a book that's a 0.5, okay, I've said this before, and it comes before the main book, put the 0.5 before the book, so that we're not having to read the back then the front. It's common sense, publishers. Come on, get with it. So yeah, so I will be reading those. So I seem to be taking books off my physical TBR, but then I'm sort of adding more on. Yeah. But this is it. At the moment, this is what I've got just now. Will keep me going, because it is giving me the ones I need for the next couple of months, which is good. And I do plan to try and I've got a huge pile for March Mystery Madness, which is great. I could intersperse it with other things, but no, I'm really happy with what I've got. As I say, at the moment, I won't be buying any more books for at least a couple of months until I get more of that down. I have plenty on here. I've got cozy mysteries on here that are, which I really want to start. So March Mystery Madness will probably see me really starting to crack into those as well. And intersperse Kindle with physical, which would be great. But that's it for kind of the reading. What else? What are the plans for the rest of the... today and tomorrow? Well, today we have Wales v Ireland as the first rugby match. Then we've got England-Scotland, the Calcutta Cup. So, my thoughts on that? If I'm honest, I think England will take us. I think England will win. It could be a close game, but I just think England have possibly got too much power for us. I could be wrong. I would love it. I would love to be wrong, but I don't think I will be. And then tomorrow we've got Italy, France. France will think I'll take Italy apart, I suspect. But then Italy are playing at home. France are travelling away. France can be France travelling away sometimes can be very not good. But I don't think that's going to happen. Wales, Ireland this afternoon. Ireland will massacre them, I'm sorry. I think Wales are too much in the throes of trying to sort things out, that I don't think that Ireland are going to be, I think Ireland are just going to walk all over them, I'm afraid. So that's the plans, the watching plans. What else I'm going to do, I have no idea. I'm sure there are things I can find out. I would like to start a new cross stitch, so I need to try and work out which one I want to start first and get it organised, put it onto my frame, and maybe start from there. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please come chat with me down in the comments. What's your week been like? What are your weekend plans? What have you been reading? I would love to know. Have you read any of the books I've mentioned? Or from the ones that I've sort of given you a wee review of, are there any that you think, oh yeah, I really want to go and read that one? I would love to know. But that's it for this video. On your way down to chat with me, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's just helping my channel to keep growing. Hit that like button. Again, in the algorithm, it helps my channel. I'm having a really enjoyable time. I'm loving doing this. And I'm just wanting to keep my channel growing and growing. None of this costs you anything. It's all free, so I would love that. But yeah, come chat with me down in the comments as well. But until my next video, friends, stay safe. Happy reading. Bye.